Evening, folks. As promised, I have a video for tonight. Been a long time since I've done one. No real specific reason, just got out of the habit of doing them and then took a break and then figured, supply and demand, drive the price up, kind of like things are now. Except I'm not stuck out on a cargo ship in San Diego Bay or anything. I'm stuck in Maryland in my bathroom. So, quick rundown of the accoutrements tonight. As you know, very, very special day in the week, Tayback Tuesday. So, we have the one, the only Tayback Original Soap, followed by the original Tayback Aftershave. Said soap is being lathered by the premier of the Fluffy Industries Mini Grande. As you can tell, wide bottom, narrow top, blonde hair, kind of like the chicks that you would see at the NCO club when I was in the service. We also tended to call it the 50-50 club, meaning 50 years old and 50 pounds. Well, never mind. But now it takes on a new perspective at our relative age. 50 years old is pretty much right in the ballpark for the rest of us, including myself. So, and then scraping off the whiskers will be my Auto Bush World Master. You know, that picks it up there, World Master. This is made with the Kaiser Ellison and Company's best silver steel, made in Sheffield. So quite a nice razor, very enjoyable to use. And I hope you guys are all doing well. And if you've been following along with my trials and tribulations here as of late, everything's going about as well as it can go. The missus is up to eating. Basically, it's like baby food, consistency kind of stuff now after her surgery, and doing okay. Has good times and bad times, and all. This is the cashmere knot, which I found that I really liked. I tried it after a lot of people raved about it and all. This is the AP Shave one that I had with a little bit smaller knot on it. But I really like that one, so I decided for this brush that I would do a cashmere knot. There's been discussions on one of the forums about here lately about amount of and type of different brushes everybody has and all. I got a fairly even mix now. I got 3 Badgers, 2 Boars, and 3 synthetics. So pretty good, well-rounded mix. I used to only have synthetics. Then my buddy John, Deep Sea, gifted me a Yaki Badger, this one here. And I got to thinking, I don't know, them guys that are spending a lot more money than I'm spending on a boar brush or a synthetic brush, it's pretty nice brush. It's pretty skippy. So then that kind of started me down the trail of a few other boar brushes and all, but don't think I'm gonna go hog wild, pun intended. I like my boar too. My Omega boar is a really nice brush and all, so I got a pretty good variety. I don't know if I want to get a whole lot more brushes. Okay, I mean, how many do you really need? And do I really need any more razors? No. Yeah. I'm trying to keep everything down to where I'm using it often enough where I'm not in that category of forgetting I had something. Oh, I don't remember the last time I used this. Razor, soap, brush or aftershave. Kind of should be frequent enough kind of thing where you're like, oh yeah, it's been a little while since I used that, but I got another one of these, identical, except it's 6/8. And both of them are great razors. There was a couple fancier versions online on the Bay, but they sold for way more money. Eric Smadeu, I think, bought one of them. If I remember right. Sure was pretty. So, other news. Let's see, we've had, at my work, Hartford County, the highway department there, we've had quite a few people retire in my little shop. 3, matter of fact. And then a couple people transfer, 2. And this is coming up on our snow season, which means we're going to be short-handed come snow time. And there's some scrambling now in the current job market. Whereas years ago, which is, well, many moons ago when I started, they would post a job and then get I don't know, sometimes 40 or 50 applicants. Now they post a job and they get much less than that. And then sometimes by the time they do all the process and all, the people that originally applied, when they call them up to do the interview, come in and actually meet, they've already got a job somewhere else, and they decline to come in. So it's been interesting the last, I don't know, 9 or 10 years, really. So this winter will be, once again, challenging. And then it's going to depend on how much snow we get. So that'll be fun. It's always fun to have a whole bunch of rookies running around in dump trucks and pickup trucks and causing mischief and mayhem. Always makes me think of that scene in the original Mad Max with Toe Cutter. You bet there's damage, brother. Metal damage, brain damage. They'll call on the radio. I think I got a problem. What's that? I'm out here and I'm stuck, or this don't that work, or that don't work, or I busted this or hit that or ran into a car. Slid into a field. Hit a fire hydrant. And if any of you was following me last year, mailboxes, well, that's just the price of doing business. But like parked cars and fire hydrants and that kind of stuff, that gets people's attention. And it'll earn you a nickname or a little bit of notoriety for all the wrong reasons. So, but life goes on. So, we are coming up on another major holiday that many of you probably, because you know, you're selfish and not very caring individuals, probably don't even know, but tomorrow is going to be my birthday. I know. 25 years flew by. 25 times 2 plus 2. Those of you that can do math now know how old I am. And yep. Pretty soon I'll be farting dust. So now, brush is washed out, and as all Fluffy Industries products have, they are the magic magnetic wonder hanging system that hangs it up. No hooks necessary. And that won the World's Fair back a little while ago for the best invention, for best bathroom invention. So, oh my. Once I'm done shaving, gonna go down and treat myself to one or two of my patented homemade Fluffy Industries baking division chocolate chip muffins with a bunch of secret ingredients in it. Just make them one of a kind, scrum-diddly-licious, worth the calories, as they say, and relax. It's going to be interesting to see how the election turns out down in Virginia and up in New Jersey. And most of you know them. Kind of into politics. I know it's frowned upon in the forums, because we've gotten to the point where some people get their panties in a bunch if they hear something they don't agree with, or somebody jokes about their guy or whatever. So everybody's gotten very sensitive, which is kind of frustrating to me, seeing how that's not the America and kind of environment I grew up in, everybody used to be able to agree to disagree and take a joke and disagree and even have a fight out on the playground or in the parking lot, and then later on maybe buy each other a beer or something. But not anymore. Kind of sad. I mean, life isn't all politics, and it isn't all who won and who didn't win, or who gets their way and all. It's more about figuring out how we all get along and what we all have in common, and what binds us together as Americans. So, for instance, like on the census, I usually just check other and write American or United States citizen and leave it at that. We don't need to be all segmented and compartmentalized and all. And then some people say, well, that's how, you know, funding gets determined for what areas getting all that stuff. And I don't know, the government's not supposed to be picking winners and losers. They're just supposed to be providing for the common defense and the post office and that kind of simple stuff. But they've broadened their power quite a bit. And oh, and another thing, I don't know whether I ever posted this up or whatever. You see it in the pictures when I do the pictures of the day. This is my SWK bowl full of hot water now because it's winter time, or almost winter time. It's supposed to. We got a frost warning tonight, so you get nice warm water out of that, nice warm lather. And this was a birthday present to myself. I think it was about 6 or 7 years ago I got this, and that's become basically a daily thing. I use daily. In the summertime, I even fill it with cold water, and then, you know, you use a mentholated soap or mentholated aftershave afterward because it's summertime and it's hot. And then you do the opposite in the wintertime. That's always kind of nice, especially in the winter. It's kind of nice to put a nice warm brush to your face. So I've been rambling on. It's 17 minutes. Usually try to stay under 20. I'm a motor mouth, so 20 minutes is just getting warmed up, people. I don't know who the hell you're talking to, but, and all. So, yeah, that's about it. So once again, to recap, Tayback Tuesday. Tayback, people. Enough said on that one. The original. I also have the Craftsman, which is pretty skippy. And I also have the Tayback Man, which is pretty skippy. Both the Craftsman and this are similar in their sense to my nose, which I'm not super duper. I can pick out every single cent note and all. But the original, these are totally, those two, the Craftsman and the Man, are totally different than the original. The original scent's super polarizing. Some people, I'm not going to name names, but some people really dislike the original scent. And I don't know. There's some people you just can't reach, like they say in Cool Hand Luke. So there's nothing more you can really do. You just gotta let them go on thinking they know what an awesome aftershave and an awesome soap is. And you can't, you know, you just can't force them to drink water or take something and use something that's pretty much the pinnacle of products and all. So some would say I smell like an old lady now, and we're back to we'll have to agree to disagree. See, we can all be friends. We don't have to use the same products. So, pretty much wraps it up. Not a whole lot of time till Thanksgiving's coming around. And then, of course, Christmas is right after that. I've got about, thinking here, 2.5 more weeks I'll be working. And then I have use or lose leave, which maybe I'll do another video and I'll fill you all in on the wonders of that. And then you can imagine what it would be like to have so much free time that you haven't used at work, that a week of November and all of December ends up just being my time to do whatever I want with. That's pretty skippy. So, oh, and the razor, like I said, the World Master Kaiser Ellison's Best Silver Steel Sheffield, and then it's got little guy riding the razor. So it's pretty ballsy to name your razor a World Master. It better be good if that's the name. So kind of like when a dictator comes to power, you know, and they declare that they're leader for life. I'm the World Master. Can't get a better razor. Well, we'll have to agree to disagree, but it's pretty good. But I don't know whether it's better than all the rest in the whole world. I haven't tried every razor in the whole world. I'd like to, but you know how that goes. 22 minutes, hot damn. 22 minutes of quality programming, 22 minutes of your life you'll never get back. You're welcome.